Supported by their fallen soldiers' brothers in arms. Emma Guy, her parents-in-law and her late husband's uncle, flanked by other Royal Anglians who fought alongside Corporal Alex Guy. He was shot dead a year ago on Saturday. He'd put himself in harm's way to tend the wounds of an Afghan soldier. That selfless act makes his regiment and his country proud, Her Majesty said, as she presented Corporal Guy's widow with his military cross. Another MC was presented to a member of D Company's recce platoon who single-handedly drove off insurgents and kept his section together through quick wit and courage.
I've seen how they fight and how dirty they can be, and I just didn't want them getting in between us and splitting the call sign up and causing all sorts of havoc. Just as I was struggling to get through the doorway I was in with the kit I was wearing, I looked up, he looked at me, and we just had a little shoot off. He dived back into the compound wounded, and they started to escape through an exit.
The Royal Anglians are delighted they were all recognised at the Palace together for their team effort on Herrick 16.
To me, getting this today, it's more about what we all did and what we achieved on that tour, and that's how I see it, and that's the only way I can see it, otherwise I wouldn't have took it.
The Queen was very kind. She said, so I hear you're working with the Afghans, and I said yes, all of them. She goes, oh, that sounds very dangerous. I said, well, not too dangerous. And she laughed, and that was it. That was the end of our chat. We worked with all elements of the Afghan security forces, running operations with them, helping them steadily get better at running it themselves. Very, very mixed, but ultimately there is enough of them, and they're of a good enough standard to get on with it.
Lieutenant Commander Alec Wilson is the first Royal Navy high-threat IED operator, applying his skills alongside the Army on land.
I grew a beard for the whole of my tour to make it quite clear that I was from the senior service, and in fact a Royal Navy clearance diver, just doing some IED disposal for these guys.
His Queen's Gallantry Medal was awarded for a 16-hour effort to make safe a series of devices after one soldier had already been blown up.
It's quite difficult to explain. You kind of become quite desensitised to the situation and dealing with IEDs. We've also got a very strict set of SOPs that we adhere to, which keep us really safe, actually.
Her Majesty also conferred a Distinguished Service Order on the Royal Anglian's commanding officer. He says it's for the entire unit's efforts.
For you, as the boss, to see so many of your team being recognised, how does that make you feel?
Tremendously proud. The fact that we've had this very formal and public recognition is testament to the hard work that people put in. But there's many others that weren't recognised in a similar manner, whose efforts were equally impressive, and it's a tremendous feeling.
Julie Knox, Forces News, Buckingham Palace.